Ay, 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 I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Gonna feel good. Gonna feel good. Holy moly, guacamole in my pockets. What a blessing. Got it on me, I got options, real stepper. Check the shoes, get it poppin'. Eating good, feeling good. Where my hopping done at? Put it on a plate with some lemonade. That's the way we did it in the old days. Back then, mama said, get up, walk or play. But you better not come home like it's street lights. We was young, racing street lights. Carefree was the best time. Fast forward daydreaming about the next time. When it's gonna happen again, cause I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night till the sunrise. Pop back cool, get ready for the ride. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good? How you feel? Turn it up a notch, pop up clean room. Everyday celebration, take a trip vacation. You deserve a day. You deserve a day. Working for too long, gotta keep at it. Turn my cell phone off, wait till I get back.
Oh, hit that light.
Living my life with no regrets. So I title, link up, pull up on me. We did chillin', at the spot. What time? Anytime.
Anytime.
Pull up on me.
Hey,
We the
hey,
coolin'.
hey,
Chill spot.
hey.
Party time.
I just wanna have.
Come and pick me up, meet me at the spot. Up all night.
You up
till the
all night like me,
sunrise.
baby?
Pop back cool, get ready for the ride.
Don't it feel good? Hey.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel?
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to All Rise and Shine. It is I, and I am him, Pete Simonetti, bringing you guys, of course, the best in New York Yankees news, rumors, and entertainment. And also, too, I guess the prospect side goes along with it, but NYY Underground, baby. We here to stay, baby. A lot of great things happening coming our way. Got a long and busy schedule today, but of course, you got to make room for All Rise because we are a New York Yankees network, folks, and I do want to hear from the fan base. I know the offseason is very early. We are not even out of the World Series yet. The ALCS just got started. NLCS gets started tonight. 4 teams remain for the championship, and it's going to be exciting. I got both games covered for you guys tonight. So, my work is completely cut out for me today. I'll be very, very busy. But with that being said, guys, I did want to talk a little bit regarding the New York Yankees today. May not be a full hour show. We'll see. As there isn't a shit ton of news out there, but we do got voicemails. And like I said, guys, this is your show. And the voicemail line is indeed open. There you see it. 804-592-6160, guys. Make sure you drop a voicemail. I don't have a cup of coffee today, actually. I do have my sparkling Pellegrino water with a little aloe vera in it. Delicious. Does the body good. But with that being said, guys, we're going to get right into this immediately. We're going to go ahead and start off with voicemails. We got a few already loaded in. Thank you guys for staying on top of that. And again, man, thank you guys for loving NYYU the way you guys do and coming back and hanging out with us. Even during a time when there's not a lot of news. But again, All Rise will still be every Monday with or without Yankees news. It doesn't really matter. Once a week, All Rise, 4 times a month. We might bump it back up, in December, January, to being 2 or 3 times a day. But It is what it is, guys. Let me go ahead and play the first voicemail, and we'll get into it.
Hey, B. Dave Douglas. So, am I the crazy one who really doesn't want Ohtani in New York? I just feel he's not going to produce like we're going to expect. We're going to waste a lot of money. We could get other players. He's not going to be able to pitch for at least a season and a half. I don't know. I just think we don't need Ohtani. I think it may be crazy, but I'm not a fan. All right. Have a good show, my man, and NYYU.
Thank you, David. I appreciate that, brother. I don't think you're far off on that one. I think there's a lot of people that are still a little concerned about Ohtani. I don't think he would come here, to be honest with you. Now, of course, if the Yankees made some insane offer that blows everybody out the water, which I don't think any of us expect to happen, I could see him going, yeah, I'll play. I love being in New York. Of course I do. People tend to forget that Ohtani's agent told the Yankees don't even talk to them when he originally came here. He wanted no part of being in New York. So again, generational talent, no doubt about it, one of the best in the game. Would he help any team he goes to? Probably. Whether it's with his bat or pitching. We know he won't be pitching for a while. But he's going to help anybody he's with. He's just that type of player. He's very, very good. Lefty bat at Yankee Stadium would be phenomenal. But at the end of the day, I think there's other options, and I just don't see it being as realistic as some people believe it could be. Swift, my guy.
Thank you for being a friend.
Cashman better jump on Yamamoto while everyone is distracted with Ohtani. Something tells me the Dodgers will be a threat after losing this postseason. I think they have to be. I think the Dodgers have to be. Just regarding their fan base alone, I think the Dodgers are going to have to be some sort of a threat and go out there and do some big moves. But I think that big move is going to be Ohtani. I think he is more of the sure bet. Am I going to sit here and say they're not going to be a competition for Yamamoto? Of course not, because you never know. But I really think, I don't know why I say this, and I got no evidence of this. I don't have none of that stuff, right? I don't have any of that. Yamamoto, I think, comes down to the Yankees, the Mets, and the Red Sox. Is there other teams involved? Of course there will be. This is an early prediction from me. This is no, info out there, no news from anybody else. I believe it's going to come down to Boston, the Yankees, and the Mets. And yeah, it kind of sounds scary if you're a Yankee fan, just because Boston had a bad year. They're going to go out there and spend money. We already know what Steve Cohen is capable of and what he's willing to do to try to bring the New York Mets a championship. So that doesn't, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. But a little concerning on my part with those teams involved. But I do believe if the New York Yankees want Yamamoto, they can get Yamamoto, folks. It's not as difficult as some people are making it out to be. They could definitely get the guy if they want to get him. Let's continue on with the voicemails.
Hey, Pete Macho King here. How you doing?
Love it.
To the underground. The Yankees had some organizational meetings last week where they served cookies, milk to the sounds of Taylor Swift while they shared stories about their feelings and had a good cry about why they all suck. One thing is for certain, Harold and Dandy Latrine shouldn't pose in photos together, yeah, because they'll be identified as a same-sex couple, dig it. Latrine looks like Will Ferrell's illegitimate stepbrother, yeah, and you can fit his baseball knowledge into a thimble and you still have space, yeah. And brainless trash can ain't far behind. If Gene Michael was a baseball savant, then Trash Can is an idiot savant. Although that's an insult to idiots, because Brainless is the penguin-nosed pencil-neck geek that passed on Harper and Machado for Frankenstein to try and save money for a billionaire, yeah. You're a big dick, yeah. Now with no firings, we have to trust these jabronis not to fuck up getting Yamamoto Juan Soto, yeah. And I don't want to hear about injury risks anymore after you signed Rodon and traded for Frankenstein, yeah. And Trash Can needs to stop with the prospect hugging. Oh, yeah, macho!
It wouldn't be All Rise without that. At this point right now, it would not be an episode of All Rise without Macho King dropping the knowledge on us from the top of the rope, because the cream always rises to the top.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Macho King, you're not wrong. You're not wrong again about anything you said right there, right? We're at our wits' end with the New York Yankees, folks. We all know that. As Yankee fans, we're at our wits' end. We're at our wits' end. I'm watching the game yesterday with Mario and Kev, and, Kev brought up that some Astros fans are saying that their bottom of the order is better than Texas. And I look at Texas' bottom of the order, and I said, holy shit. I said, I think what was there, 7, 8, and 9? I'm trying to remember. 8 and 9, I remember, is Josh Young and Leody Taveras. I forgot who the 7 hitter is. I'm trying to think. Who the hell was their 7th hitter again? Nate Lowe. Nate Lowe, Josh Young, then Leody Taveras. Look up those guys' numbers, folks. And the only reason I bring this up is it goes back to when the Yankees used to have stuff like that back in 09. You know what I mean? 09, and you were sitting there going, damn, the number 9 hitter is Brett Gardner, and it's a young and healthy Gardner, and he's phenomenal. And then Robbie Cano is Murderer's Row and Cano. He's just chilling at the bottom of that order, and everybody could hit. And sometimes you had Jorge Posada batting 6th or 7th, and Hideki Matsui hitting 6th or 7th. I mean, what has gone wrong with the New York Yankees, folks? Brian Cashman's been there for so long. Brian Cashman has been there so long. And the other craziest thing about all of these lineups is they're always the same. Bruce Bochy out there, I think, has used the same lineup. He's just switched Garver around a bit. With just about every single game, you have an idea who is going to be where. Same thing with Dusty Baker. You have an idea who is going to be where. And you can't help yourself being a New York Yankee fan to compare what you're watching in the postseason now to your own club. It's like a natural thing to do. It's something that we have to do as Yankee fans. We can't help ourselves. And you could sit there and look at it and go, now I understand why the Yankees aren't in the postseason. They don't deserve to be there. They don't deserve to be in the postseason. Analytics has its place. Apparently there's the, the nephews of Steinbrenner or whatever it is of Hal that are involved in these meetings, and they're very much involved, and they are sticking up for the analytics department and going, don't get rid of these guys. We love Cashman. We love the analytics. Let me tell you guys something, and look, make eye contact with me real quick, okay? The Yankees don't get their shit together and get it together quick, and somebody in that room doesn't stand up and go, you over there, shut your mouth and sit down and listen to me talk. I make the rules here, not you. We are in for a long, ugly period of New York Yankee baseball, folks. I'm just giving everybody a warning right now. If these kids are getting involved, and they are very big on the analytics side, and they're very, very big on this is how you run the team because Daddy, I sat home yesterday and I played out of the park baseball, and guess what? WAR made us win. Yeah, I put anybody anywhere and we won. Daddy, we won today. Let me run the Yankees. Mike Fishman's a good man. Brian Cashman is a good lad. If that is what we are dealing with going forward, we are in a very, very, very ugly time in New York Yankee baseball, folks. I mean, a very, very dark time it's going to be. Because if you got these guys out there that know dick about baseball and all they know is numbers, you need baseball people to sort out what number gets to the players, what is affecting the players on the field. You got these young kids coming up in the minor leagues and people go, why are these guys not as talented as everybody else? Baltimore calls these kids up, they go on runs. All these other guys call these kids up, they go on runs. Well, according to Aaron Judge and players in the Yankees minor league system, it's because of the numbers they are looking at and how they want every individual player to be alike. Launch angle, launch angle, launch angle. Exit velocity, exit velocity, exit velocity. Combine the two, you're going to pop a few homers, but your batting average is going to severely dip, and it's not sustainable for a 1 through 9 in an order. Numbers should be tailor-made to the player's game. That's simple. When Aaron Judge said we're looking at the wrong numbers, folks, let me tell you something. You ready for a little spoiler alert that you probably already know? He's talking about batting average. He's talking about the easiest number known to man, batting average. Been around since the beginning of time. Batting average. You don't have a 1 through 9 hitting 211 and two guys hitting 240 and go, we got that taken care of. Don't worry about it. They hit 20 homers each. Playing the game matters. Batting average matters. I'm not taking anything away from people who didn't play the game and have an intelligence level. There's nothing wrong with that. Hell, I'd sit here and say that people in this chat, common baseball fans, content creators, could probably do some assisting of Major League ball clubs. Should I be in a dugout? No. No. Should I learn enough about hitting and go talk to Giancarlo Stanton about what it's like when he's 2 for 46? No. No. I should not be that guy. No way. Wouldn't want to be that guy because I'd feel weird about it. I'd never done it. Why am I telling you? There needs to be experience of actually doing it there. Players that have done it. Your Sean Casey's is fine. Brad Wilkerson is fine. They've done it. They know what it's like, especially Sean Casey, even more so than Brad Wilkerson. Brad Wilkerson was a major league player, played for the Expos. Sean Casey, of course, had a very long, fantastic career, 300-plus hitter. But here's the Yankees sitting back going, put anybody anywhere, put as much war on the club, and it'll get us to where we got to be, guys. Look, people say that the playoffs are a crapshoot. I disagree. I think the two best teams in the American League are playing in the ALCS. I think the two best teams in the American League are playing in the ALCS right now, and I don't think it's even close. I think Texas went out there and spent a shit ton of money, and they've utilized their prospects in a great way, and then they've also made trades when they needed to. I think they are the two best teams in the American League. The Houston Astros have gone to a championship series 7 straight seasons. If you think that is because they do not have the right grasp on analytics and baseball ops, I don't know what to tell you. If you think Dusty Baker is being handed a batting lineup and being told who to go to in that game and he has to follow it, you are batshit crazy. If you think that is happening with Dusty Baker, you are out your mind insane. If you think that is happening with Bruce Bochy, you are out your mind batshit crazy. Baseball is a balance like everything else. It's a balance. Teams have found that balance. The Yankees have no clue. They're in a dark room feeling around. They got no idea.
How you doing? How you doing, Pete? Hey, just when you get really liking the postseason streams. Rangers won last night. That's a good thing. Have a good day, everybody. God bless.
Thank you, Eric. I appreciate you, brother. And yes, the Angels did win yesterday. And guys, like I said before, we got a lot of those games covered for you guys coming up today. We got 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock. So I'll be busy from 4 to 11, whatever the hell it is, calling games. But it is what it is, guys. Let's keep it rolling.
What's up, Pete? Love the show. Just wanted to call in. I know you're big on the Yamamoto and Cody Bellinger idea. Listen, Yamamoto, I would love to get Yamamoto. I do think the Mets are going to end up landing him. As far as Bellinger, man, 3 of the last 4 years he's been very mediocre. I mean, this year he had a very good year. I give it to him. But to me, that's a Yankee move. You make a signing based off of a guy having a good contract year, and then you give him a whole ton of money for a whole ton of years, and he reverts back to the same guy, and then we'll be complaining 2 years from now. So, to me, what the Yankees lack, they're just a boring team, man. And like Michael K made a good point. Even if they got a guy like Cody Bellinger, is that really going to sway the fan base back? He's not that kind of guy. The Yankees need a big name. They need to do everything they can to get Juan Soto. You know, and I think that's it's more than just what goes on between the lines. They need to have an exciting team. That's what was great about being a Yankee fan for so many years, was the fact that they had guys that you couldn't wait to see at bats from. Robinson Cano, A-Rod, even Jorge, Jeter. I mean, they had guys that were exciting, and that the evil empire was a real thing, man. And I think a lot of people will say, oh, you're a spoiled Yankee fan. Maybe. That's how I was raised, man. I was raised when they had villains. They had guys that you couldn't wait to see them come up to the plate. And that's why I think missing out on Bryce Harper is bigger than just what's going on between the lines. It's the fact that the excitement factor. I mean, my God, you turn on a Phillies game, you can't wait to see Harper up the bat. It's just there's so much more to it than just, how many games are they going to win? They're boring. I'm sorry. I love Aaron Judge, great baseball player. No one denies that. Boring. To me, I mean, there's no – you need some more fire in this team, man. Flipping a bat here and there, pumping your fist, getting the crowd involved. That's what growing up as a Yankee fan for me was. Even with Paul O'Neill, all those guys, just a lot of energy and fire in them. And it's like, I personally feel the only way, me personally, that you're going to really draw me back in as a fan, I can't speak for everybody, is if they go out and got a guy like Juan Soto. Yeah. To me, I mean, Cody Bellinger is not going to move the needle for me, man. It's just not. He's another guy, doesn't show a lot of fire. I need a big name, man. Enough's enough. We're the New York Yankees. We shouldn't be expecting anything less. They went 82-80. 82-80. Enough's enough. Go get the big guy. It's crazy that we're not even linked to Ohtani. Not that I'm honestly, I'd much rather have Soto. It's just because he's 24 years of age compared to Ohtani, I think, is about to be 30. So I get that. But it's like, dude, we're the Yankees. We just had a terrible season, and we're talking about getting the type B free agents? Yep. No. Enough's enough. Thanks, Pete.
Appreciate you, man. And no, you're spot on in many of what you said, but I will clarify one thing. I have always been a Yamamoto Soto guy. That is my main goal, not Yamamoto and Bellinger. Bellinger, I like to potentially play first base, but Soto's the guy. Soto's the get. That's what the New York Yankees need. That's what they need. They need a guy like Juan Soto. They do not need somebody else. They need a Juan Soto type. Forget Bellinger. Forget all that. To me, Yamamoto and Soto is the way to go. And on top of that, I always like to bring this up, right? Because Hal Steinbrenner is a businessman. He wants to draw in the business. There is no bigger business than a Yamamoto and Soto signing. There is no bigger business than getting the top Japanese star to come to New York and then getting maybe could go down in history as the greatest Dominican player to ever live, Juan Soto, in New York. There is no bigger thing that the New York Yankees could do than that right there, than bring these guys in. There is no bigger thing than that. None. Zero. Zip. There is no bigger one to do than that at all. At all. Zero. That is the route to go. That's the way you have to go. Look, I'll disagree with you a little on Bellinger in one thing. I do think if you know much about Cody Bellinger's offseason, he changed his swing. He went back to when he was an MVP. He developed more of a big launch angle, a big uppercut. You saw what happened to him. This year, he went back to a little more leveled swing. He worked on that, and he's a better player. I think he's a good ball player. I don't think Bellinger's bad. I don't think he's going to regress to being a 210 guy, 215, 220 with a shitload of Ks. I don't think that's going to happen. Am I going to give him a gigantic contract? No, not at all. I'm not going to give him a gigantic contract. Could it work for the Yankees where he could easily take over at first base? Yeah, that could work very well. But with what his price range is going to be, I think you avoid it. And again, I think, and that's what this video is about. I'm happy you brought up getting Yamamoto. I think Yamamoto is the key to the Yankees offseason. And I could sum this up very, very easily. Yamamoto's the key to the offseason because then he opens you up for trades. You're starting pitching. You got many guys now available. And I love Mike King, but you got to put him out there to see if you can land the talent you need. He would be the last guy I would trade, to be honest. Michael King, I want to see in the rotation. But I'm just throwing the names out there. You got Michael King. You got Clark Schmidt, who a lot of teams are already interested in. You got Drew Thorpe. You got Chase Hampton. And those are just starting pitching prospects. But I didn't even count Johnny Brito in there that team's seen. I didn't even count Nestor Cortez. I didn't even count Randy Vasquez. There's a lot the Yankees could move. You could also move salary in the form of a DJ LeMahieu. You also got teams like the Cardinals begging for starting pitching. You got Nolan Gorman could be a possibility, big left-handed bat. You got Brendan Donovan, who is all about contact. Give him a position to play and leave him alone. Let him play there. Guy that has, tons of contact, left-handed bat. It is all right. You know when the Yankees say it's right in front of us? It's all right in front of them. They just got to be smart enough. You could package DJ LeMahieu in a deal. Save that money. Again, as Kev said last night, people for some reason think DJ LeMahieu is getting paid like $30 million a year, $25 million. He's getting paid $15 million a year. 16, whatever it is. You can tell a team we're going to attach Everson Pereira to him and we'll pay $2 million a year. And now you're saving $14 million, $15, whatever the hell it is, on DJ LeMahieu every season. And I like LeMahieu. I'm just showing you where the Yankees can be creative, where they could add salary, they could move salary, but they could legitimately add 2 to 3 good left-handed bats to then go along with Austin Wells. Maybe Anthony Volpe obviously is going to be there. Maybe Peraza is still here. But that way, Florial could play center field. But that way, folks, now you have balance. Let's just say you get one of Donovan or Gorman. They're both lefties. Let's say you add Juan Soto. And then you go, you know what? Flo could stay in center field. Maybe you get a Kevin Kiermaier on a small deal. He becomes a fourth outfielder, backup, whatever it is. But now you're looking at it going, last year we had no lefties. Now we got 5 lefties. Potentially 5 guys in there that could be left-handed batters, switch hitters. Jason Dominguez is coming back. He's a switch hitter. Austin Wells is a lefty. Is Anthony Rizzo going to be healthy? Got no friggin' clue. That's another story. You got to wait for updates on that one. We got no idea what's going on with Anthony Rizzo. Fact of the matter is, to me, Yamamoto is the key. He is the key to the offseason. And if you're worried about, oh my God, we got to spend money, that's bullshit. Do not let the Yankees convince you in any way that they have to that he is too expensive. Don't let the Yankees convince you of that, considering they would have advertisement deals up the fucking ass. Excuse my language for cursing this early. Up the ass. They would have sponsorship, advertisements, endorsements all over the place. Remember Matsui in right field? They had the big Japanese billboard. They had it with Ichiro Suzuki when he came back. And let me just tell you guys, if you guys don't believe that Yoshinobu Yamamoto is not at those guys' level, you don't know what you're talking about. Based off the stats alone, he has won 3 Triple Crowns in a row. He is indeed, statistically, the greatest Japanese starter of all time. So don't let the Yankees convince you that giving Yamamoto over $200 million is too much. All that money's going to come back to them and more. Douglas says, hey, Pete, just tuning in. Given this some thought, and I'm becoming convinced Brendan Donovan, Juan Soto, and Bellinger are really needed for 2023, along with Yamamoto. I'd say this. If the Yankees could somehow, and again, this is not like some insane ask. Is it going to happen knowing this team? Probably not, but it's not insane. You're not pulling a MLB The Show type trade here. These are legitimate options. Again, you get Yamamoto. You can open the floodgates on the prospect side for Juan Soto. St. Louis needs starters. They match up very, very well with the Yankees. Bada bing, bada boom, you got those guys. Bellinger, I don't think you get Bellinger if you get Yamamoto. I don't see that happening. But if you can add a Brendan Donovan, if you can add a Nolan Gorman, if you can add a Soto, if you can add Yamamoto, if you can add a Kiermaier even as a throw-in late in the season, maybe you get him. And I'm not even advocating for Kiermaier. I'm just saying add as many lefty bats as you can. You're on to something. I think Florial, you might as well leave Florial out there if you want Kiermaier. Just go with him. But you're on to something with this club. You're on to something. But the question remains, will the Yankees do it? World Series isn't far away. I mean, what? First week of November? I think the season is just about over. The World Series will end. And then things pick up. You got 5 days to sign your free agents. After that, time to go. It's go time. Yamamoto will be posted, and we're going to see what happens. Yamamoto will be posted, and we'll figure out what team is he going to play for in America. And again, guys, the key to the Yankees offseason is Yamamoto to the Yankees. I'm telling you right now, that is the key to this offseason.
How you doing, Pete? This is Alex. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I see the topic of today's show, why is Yamamoto the key to the Yankees offseason? And I hope the key is that the Yankees are willing to trade, guys like Clark Smith or maybe King or maybe even Nestor Cortez in order to get pieces like Juan Soto. Because if they get a pitcher like Yamamoto, it means they're willing to trade players and, upgrade the offense, which I think has been the problem, for this team for the last 3-4 years because the offense has been garbage. The pitching is the only reason why this team is over 500 this year. But the offense needs the help. But I do hope that Yamamoto being on the pitching staff allows the Yankees to consider moving pieces and to move pieces to get offensive help because the offense has been trash for the last 3 years. So I like the topic, but I really hope this is where you're going because the Yankees need to upgrade the offense. They need lefty bats. They need Cody Bellinger and they need Juan Soto. Maybe not they need both, but I don't know if they're going to get both. But they definitely need to upgrade the offense, and I hope Yamamoto being on the team will facilitate that. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my call. Great show. Have a good day.
Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that, man. But yes, that is exactly the key. You got it spot on, man. It's exactly that right there, is that the New York Yankees getting a guy like Yamamoto opens up a shit ton of avenues. And that's what the Yankees need. Let's get real here, folks. The Yankees need avenues that are open, and they got to go out there and go for it. Look, Yankee fans as a whole, you still got people that are supporters of Brian Cashman. You still got people that are supporters of Aaron Boone out there. Believe it or not, they do exist. They do indeed exist. There are people out there that believe that Aaron Boone's a good manager for the Yankees. People out there that believe that Brian Cashman is still a very good GM. No matter if they got evidence right in their face, it doesn't matter to them. They still have their belief. But what I will tell you is the majority of fans are not falling for it no more. The majority of fans are tired of it. They're sick and tired of hearing about it. The majority of fans are bored with the same bullshit. They're seeing through the nonsense now, and they've had enough of it. The majority of fans are going, I'm good, bro. No more. I'm done. I don't want to see this no more. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm good to go. Forget this nonsense. I'm sick of it. Sick of it. It's tiring. I'm tired of talking about the same shit every day. I'm tired of us being told we don't know what we're talking about. I'm tired of it. Yankee fans are tired. And they got every right to be sick and tired of what this organization is doing. And they're not falling for the same shit anymore. So do I believe the Yankees are going to have to make some big splashes? Yeah. They can't sit back and go, running it back, everybody. If the Yankees think that running it back gets them past Baltimore, Tampa, Boston, the Jays, but I just answered a question. Here's the scariest thing about the Yankees, folks. The scariest thing about the New York Yankees is they told you that they're a just get in organization. So why wouldn't they run it back? Judge missed 58 games. We saw what Wells started to do. We expect Volpe would be better. We expect a better Carlos Rodon. Why wouldn't we run it back? We are indeed just get in, and we'll see what happens. Why wouldn't we run it back? So the reason we do what we do is to make sure you guys don't get too upset. Let me get mad for you. Let the hosts of our shows get angry for you. But if the Yankees don't make big moves, remember what I just told you. It is very possible that the Yankees could indeed do that. We've spent enough money. We believe in our youth. We believe in the bounce back seasons, and we feel we are as competitive as everybody else.
Thank you for being a friend.
Rod Thompson says, I have to be honest, all of Cashman's mishaps are being exposed like never before, and quite frankly, it's embarrassing. I feel bad for the players. Well, when the owner comes out and goes, we're a just get in organization, and you got some fans going, that's true. Got a chance if you just get in. Do you think the Houston Astros mentality is just to get in? Do you think the Houston Astros mentality, who have went to the ALCS for 7 straight seasons, Their mentality is, we just want to get in. You think that's the case? I know for a fact that's not the case. If the owner's saying these things out loud, what are they talking about behind the scenes? The days of George Steinbrenner are long gone, folks.
Pete, what's the deal? Is DJ Control in full effect? I want to ask you a direct question. What would it take for the Yankees to get Juan Soto? What trade package would get the deal done? And do you think that we will be able to re-sign him? Take care, my man.
DJ Control, I appreciate the question, man. Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm never good with I'm never good with all of these, ideas of what a trade looks like. But again, if maybe you look at something like a Spencer Jones, Drew Thorpe, I don't know, man. Spencer Jones, Roderick Arias, maybe two other guys. Spencer Jones through Drew Thorpe and two other guys. Here's the point of the matter. The Yankees got the prospects to get Juan Soto. And yes, they can easily sign him long-term. That wouldn't be an issue. The Yankees signing Soto long-term shouldn't be an issue, guys. Again, the two biggest names the Yankees can sign that's going to make them a shit ton of money: Juan Soto and Yamamoto. The Japanese market in New York City is huge. We've seen it before. And the Dominican market in New York is huge. We know that already. Just imagine Juan Soto playing for the Yankees, and just imagine Juan Soto performing well with the New York Yankees, guys. He would be the biggest person in New York. He'd be the biggest person in New York. Play the last voicemail of the day. Here we go.
Hey, it's Joey from the Bronx. How you doing? As for me, I'm kind of a little disappointed from these high-level meetings that the Yankees are supposedly holding. I mean, nothing really serious is coming out of that. I mean, this is the thing now. We're gonna tell Booney to be a little meaner to the players. He's gonna be a meanie poo. And when the players had enough meanness, they're gonna take naps in their little nappy rooms. Listen, these people are not serious. I mean, if this is the crap they come up with to turn things around, then there's a problem. The only way that I will ever take them seriously is by the trades they will make in the off season. Like you said, Yamamoto. From the hitting side, Cody Bellinger, I don't like that. I'm not too into that because, I mean, I understand that he adjusted his swing and all of that, but still, I want consistency. I don't want streaky shit. The guy batted 165 in 2021. He batted 210 last year, and this year, okay, he batted over 300. But if you look at his expected batting average, it was 270.
Don't look at
now,
that.
270, I mean, I'll take that.
Don't look at
nothing
that.
to sneeze at. But it means he got lucky by going over 300. That was a bit of a luck.
No, that's not true.
Because 270, 307, there's a big difference. No. Why not get somebody who's already phenomenal, consistent? Soto. As far as Ohtani is concerned, yes, I share all the concerns. I know all about that. Now watch the Mets get him. What are we all going to say when the Mets get him? I want,
good luck.
Like the other caller said, we need to go back to making a huge splash, proving that we're the evil empire, get Soto, get Ohtani, and get Yamamoto, just blow everybody out the water. Why do we have to settle? Why don't we get the best of all worlds? That's the luxury of having such a war chest. You can afford not to settle and go for the best of all worlds. Anyway, Love the show. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things real quick. The expected batting average, that's a load of bullshit. Don't listen to expected batting average. Expected batting average is based off exit velocity and all this bullshit. So Luis Arraez's expected batting average is not 350. I guarantee that. Is Luis Arraez really a bad player? You know, they say his expected batting average is 170. I guarantee if I pull up a StatCast right now, his launch angle and exit velocity isn't one of the top in baseball. I'll pull it up right now. This is just, I don't know, but I know how expected batting average works, and I know, you know, what some of these analytic numbers look into, and it's quite nonsense. So I just want to pull this up real quick to see, because I guarantee you, if Cody Bellinger's expected batting average is 270, and I'm going to pull it up with you guys. I haven't seen nothing yet. Where is his other stuff? There you go. Average exit velocity is 22, low. Barrel percentage is low, and hard hit rate is low. I'll leave that alone. That's exactly why you don't pay attention to a lot of those nonsense stats, because that's exactly what it is a nonsense stat. Expected batting average said Joey Gallo should have had many more hits. There was that one year that he should have been hitting like 50 points higher. The guy's a trash can, because every now and then he hits the ball hard. That's what the Yankees are doing with the minor leaguers in the system. They're saying, guys, forget your 210 batting average. By what we expect based on how hard you're hitting that baseball, you're hitting 265. Then they get to the majors and they hit 210 and everybody wonders why. Because the Yankees are teaching the wrong things. You don't want to listen to me? Listen to Aaron Judge. He knows a thing or two about hitting. He said it up and down the system, minor leagues and up. I'll leave it at that. When it comes to getting Soto and Ohtani, come on, man. That's an insane ask for even the Yankees. And let me tell you why. If both of those guys get $40 million a year, you're talking about a Yankee payroll being close to $400 million, if not more. That's a bit, I'll be fair here, that's a bit insane. Would I be mad if the Yankees did it? No, it's not my money. What do I give a shit? But we got to set a realistic expectation here. You got to remember, when the Yankees were out there getting Giambi and 09, those were big contracts. They also had some money coming off. They added a lot of payroll that year, and they spent a shit ton of money. It would be nothing compared to what Soto and Yamamoto and Ohtani would get in the same year. That's a bit insane. But, two of those guys should not be a problem. Soto and Yamamoto shouldn't be an issue. There was a question up here I wanted to ask. Where was it at? Acevedo says, Pete, the question is, Scott Boras, will he let Soto sign? Look, if the Yankees are giving top prospects, I'd sit there and tell them, you know, I'm not making this deal unless we got, 70-something hours or whatever it is, 48 hours to make a deal, to figure out a deal. Now, if they say no, I will lessen the prospects and try to still work out a deal for Soto one way or the other, even if you're giving up a couple of guys. Here's the thing. At the end of the day, if you're the Yankees, you should feel confident enough that if you can go out there and get Soto, you can re-sign him. You should feel confident enough that if Juan Soto becomes a New York Yankee, you can sign Juan Soto, whether it's during the time you trade for him in a window or if it's at the end of the year. You should feel confident enough that you can make that happen. The Yankees should not be outbid for the best players in baseball. They shouldn't lose out on these type of guys. It's that simple. If you get a guy like Soto, you sit back and you go, hey, can we work with you now and make a deal? No, we'd rather wait till the end of the year. All right, well, we got exclusive time period there. We're gonna knock this guy's socks off quickly with a deal. We're gonna knock his socks off quickly with a deal. Matter of fact, maybe we see how you play here for a year. And then we figure it out. But there is a lot of creativity that the New York Yankees would be open to if they go out there and they get Yamamoto. Yamamoto is the key to the Yankees offseason, folks. He is the guy they have to get. He is the guy they need to add to make everything else work together. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is the guy, and the rumors already in Japan, I know you hear about this stuff a lot, is that he wants to be a Yankee. That is the rumor out there. Who knows? The Yankees are a very, very big market in Japan. Everybody knows that, so sometimes you hear nonsense. You don't know if it's true or not. Remember, Garrett Cole wanted to be on the West Coast. You never know when you hear things because you want to get the best guys involved. You want to get the best players involved, the best teams involved in your free agency. That's the way it goes, folks. That's the way it goes. That simple. Yankees have missed out on too many superstars that are helping their teams win now. And they can't do that no more. They got to go out there when the guy is possible to go get him. Soto is a possibility. There's rumors out there the Padres may sign him. And they may trade other people. There's even rumors out there. I saw Hector Gomez put something out the other day saying that Soto really enjoys playing for the Padres. But again, Scott Boras is not stupid. He should enjoy playing everywhere to get that money. The Yankees need to stop saying, we think you should make this amount to big players, and start telling them, you tell us how much you want and sign them. Well, that's not really a negotiation tactic. That's not really the best negotiation tactic, but I get where you're coming from. We should sign them at what they want and just get the deal done, but that's not how business works. And again, that's why I say I see everything on the business aspect. And that's why Soto and Yamamoto make the most sense, because you are putting out a shit ton of money for a player. It's a lot of money. It's a big investment. But if you know your return on your investment is a lot more safe, you got to feel comfortable making that move. And with a guy like Soto and Yamamoto, you got to feel very, very comfortable of what it is. You got to be very, very comfortable of what type of deal you're making. You got to be very comfortable. And knowing the money that's going to come back from those guys instantly, it's all there for you. So, guys, this has been another episode of All Rise. Again, every Monday throughout the offseason. If you guys want to catch Game 2 of the ALCS and Game 1 of the NLCS, we got it both covered for you guys today on Game Season Live at 4 and at 8 o'clock. But until next time, guys, I am out. Thank you guys for everything. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Until next time, baby. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. Bought a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit still.